This is why we press and contend for truth. Because the quality of truth we have is what will determine our victories in life. The Bible said the light shineth in the darkness. And it said the darkness comprehended it not. So when you go through crisis, the problem is not the mountain. The problem is your ignorance. Because the moment light comes, every mountain becomes a testimony. There's no problem designed to subdue us. Every problem is an alarm that there is ignorance. Job was speaking in Job 29 verse 4. He said, as I was in the days of my youth, when the secrets of God was upon my tabernacle. He said, by light I walk through darkness. We are not scared of darkness. We dominate darkness. But the question is, what is the quality of our light? If there's no light, then darkness makes a mess of us. This is why every Christian must press for light from the scriptures. Nobody is too big to seek, to pursue, and to press for light. Revelation is the cure of all human affliction. Number 3, I'm telling you why there is a need for an awakening. Because most of us are asleep. The Bible said, awake, awake, thou that sleepest, and Christ will give you light. Because when light comes, all your answers are at your beck and call. A generation that has light must wake up. Number 3, what determines the quality of your Christian life is the depth of your obedience. A generation has risen that don't know God, and so we trivialize the commandments of God. I was watching the other day and a video popped up and a lady was so offended. What was her problem? I'm tired of the Bible said, the Bible said, the Bible said. Give me space. That's the world we live in. The impunity is appalling, is scary. The Bible said it's making you angry, and this is a Christian. And so you wonder why humanity constantly and progressively deteriorates. This is a generation where a boy of 19 years is having high BP. In the days of our fathers, there were sicknesses that they said was for old age. We don't have such anymore because rebellion has turned us to victims. The Bible said when your obedience is accomplished, 2 Corinthians 10 verse 6, it said, then you shall avenge all other disobedience. And so the quality of our lives to a very large extent is regulated by our obedience. And I'm journeying somewhere. All of these things is why we need revival. We have come to a point where a generation has no relationship with God. We have come to a point where a generation is blind, including those that should lead the body of Christ. We have come to a point where a generation has adopted the philosophy of rebellion as wisdom. And so when men go their own way, they think they are being smart. But the monarch said, there's a way that seemeth right unto a man. He said the end of that journey is destruction. Those who created time, the king himself, has x-rayed that is not given to man that walketh to order his step. So long as you are categorized among the creatures called men, you are not built with the faculty to order your step. If you are a man, you can't lead yourself. If you are a man, the key to triumphant life is tied to you being led. And so the day disobedience is planted into your system, destruction has been programmed. But if you don't have fire for God, these things won't mean much to you until in the face of destruction. And then you start asking God, where are you? He's on the throne. There has never been any form of doubt as to his location. He has always been on the throne. Mama, I lead a lot of youth. When you see what people do on a daily basis, you will wonder whether there's hope. People live violating God now as not just as habit. It's now a prescription for healthy living. They ventilate their emotions. And the idea of ventilating emotion is to violate God. That's the world we are living in. So a lukewarm generation has risen. Disobedience. Number four now, the quality of your Christian life is influenced by your availability. The extent to which you are available for God to use is the extent to which you will be relevant. Jesus himself, his life taught us that the way to greatness in the kingdom is service. He said the greatest amongst you will be the servant of all. But this is a generation where you tell somebody, pick this paper. He said, give me 10,000. I'm not against understanding your value. I'm not against the place of marketing your value. But if everything you do for God has a price, you are going nowhere. We have come to a place where God is the first option to take off the table in order to ventilate our convenience. A man who knows he can never be late for work, let alone imagining being absent, can casually not come to church because when he woke up he didn't feel happy. A man who if sent to any part of the country to serve on his job, knows that there's no room to complain. The moment he is relocated to any place, he moves immediately. That same man can't come for evangelism. Because we are available for every other thing but God. And because every other thing has a physical remuneration, a monthly salary, a benefit, a court, because of that we are available. And I begin to wonder, are we journeying to the bank as our destination, or we are journeying to eternity? By the time you finish that work on the bank, by the time you finish that work in the political corridor, where will you end? It's like somebody traveling maybe to the UK and routes through another African country and maybe Ethiopia, and then enters the lounge and forgets himself there because there is a buffet. The question is Ethiopia your destination? You are passing from eternity to eternity. God has given you time as an avenue for reward. Time is an excuse for you to qualify for positions in God. Time is an opportunity for you to serve, so that when we are graded in eternity, partiality will not exist. And then you forgot yourself that you are a pilgrim through time. You thought time was destination. And so men are available for political service. Men are available for career. Men are available for business. All of that is good. But how come God is the first to remove from the table? The moment Jesus encountered Paul, the first question he asked is, Lord, what will you have me do? No wonder he became the greatest of them. Lord, what will you have me do? Any generation that asks that question is a generation that will end in greatness. Lord, what will you have me do? We don't make out time for God. God owns our time. We make time for other things. This is why you meet Christians, they introduce themselves to you as Christians. You are careful. In fact, the signal becomes higher if they say they are pastors. Take caution, take caution. Things might go wrong. Meanwhile, when a Christian comes, he should become the insurance. How come you now take caution because a Christian shows up? Some of us listening to me now, you know what I'm saying. You will be more comfortable doing business with the other religion than a Christian. You hate to admit it, but it's true. Because every kobo you give them, they will account for it. Even when you make mistakes, they will tell you, sorry, you made mistake. You gave me more than you were supposed to. Because when we are not available for God, Any other spirit can use us. And when a spirit uses you, you cannot but manifest the character of that spirit. That's why you can no longer tell who a Christian is. Because you meet one, you are seeing the manifestation of a serpent. You meet another one, you are seeing the manifestation of a dog. You see another one, you are seeing the manifestation of a wild beast. And then you are wondering, are we Christians? Because we are no longer available for God. So other spirits power us. The quality of our Christian life will be upgraded if we become more available